All right, so as they're preparing for our performance, I just wanted to let you know a little bit about the story. We're actually only performing the last scene because it's a very long play. But for you, at the bottom of your posters, some of you have them, there is kind of small writing, so you can read it at your leisure. But let me just summarize the rest of the play so you understand the context of what's going on. We basically start with a young man named Petruchio. Stubborn, angry, his father just passed away, and he feels that he needs to get a wife. There's something missing in his life. So he tries to find the richest woman possible. This stubborn young man meets his match in the beautiful but impatient, impetuous Katharina, who refuses to listen to her father when he gives suitors, and she wants to choose her own guy, essentially. Her younger sister, Bianca, is also beautiful, but a little bit more cunning in the way she gets her own way. Flirting her way around with different guys until she finally chooses the one she likes, except that their marriage is not destined for happiness because she doesn't understand that marriage is something of purity between two people, and she continues with other guys. Unfortunately, her handsome, adorable, lovable, but oblivious husband, Vicentio, played by Piper Matthew, just doesn't realize it until this final scene. Then we have Hortensio. He's a well-meaning guy, good friend of Petruchio, until he marries a woman for her money. And you see that marriage is not built on wealth, on fame, or anything. When he meets with the beautiful widow, who is also basically just spending everywhere, doesn't really care about him or serving him, and he becomes a drunk. So by the final ending of the play, we see what, from Shakespeare's view, a humorous way, how marriage works. It's not built on wealth. It's not built on looks, right? It's built on companionship, love, and as Christians, we believe by the blessing of the Lord. The girls are going to perform for you now what we have as the Taming of the Shrew to show you how a marriage works and how it doesn't. So give it up for them.
Shrew measures my husband's sorrows by his woe, and now you know my meaning. A very mean meaning. Right, and I mean you. And I mean indeed, respecting you. To her, Kate. To her, widow. 100 marks, my Kate, does put her down.
That's my office.
Spoke like an officer. Ought to be, lad. How likes Hortensia these quick-witted fools?
Believe me, sir, they butt together well.
Head and butt. A hasty witted body would say your head and butt for head and horn. I'm Mistress Bride. Hath that awakened you? Eyes are not frightened me, therefore I'll sleep again. Nay, that you shall not. Since you two have begun, have you for bitter jest or two? Am I your bird? I mean to shift my bush. Pursue me as you dry your bow. You're welcome all. She hath prevented me. Signor Hortensio, this bird you may exact, though you hate her not, therefore a health to all that shot and missed.
Oh, sir, Lucentio slipped me like his grey
as master.
A good swift simile, but something currish.
'Tis well, sir, that you hunted for yourself. 'Tis thought your deer doth hold you at bay.
Oh, Petruchio, Hortensio hits you now.
I thank thee for that courage, good Hortensio.
Confess, hath I not hit you here?
Has a little galled me, I confess. But as the gems did glance away from me, 'tis 10 to 1 made you two outright.
Now, in good sadness, son, Petruchio, I think thou hast the veriest shrew of all.
Well, I say no, and therefore, sir, assurance, let each one send unto his wife, and he whose wife is most obedient to come when he doth send for her, shall win the wager which we will propose.
Content. What is the wager?
20 crowns.
20 crowns, 100 so much on my hotter hound, but 20 times upon my wife.
100 then.
Content.
A match 'tis done.
Who shall begin?
Thy will. Biondello. Go, Biondello. Bid your mistress come to me.
Son, I'll be your half beyond your comes.
I'll have no half. I'll bear it all myself. How now? What news?
Sir, my mistress sends you word that she is busy and she cannot come.
She's busy and she cannot come. Is that an answer?
Aye, and kind one too. Pray God, sir, do I send you not a worse? I hope better.
Sir Albiendello, go and entreat my wife to come to me forthwith.
Oh, entreat her. Nay, then she must needs come.
I am afraid, sir, do as you can. Yours will not be entreated. Now, where is my wife?
She says you have some goodly jest in hand, and she bids you come to her.
Worse and worse. Oh, vile, intolerable, not to be endured. So be it, Della. Go to my wife. Say I demand her come to me.
I know her answer.
What?
She will not.
The fellow puts in mind at their end.
Now, by my holiday, here comes Katharina.
What is it, little sir, that you come and ask for me?
Where is your sister and Hortensio's wife?
They sit conferring by the parlor fire.
Go and fetch me them hither. If they deny to come, send me them soundly forward to their masters. Away, I say, and bring me them hither straight.
Here is a wonder, if you talk of a wonder.
And so it is, I wonder what it bodes.
Married, peace it bodes, and love, and quiet life. An awful ruin, right supremacy, and to be short, what not that sweet and happy?
Now fair befall thee, dear Petruchio, the wager thou hast won, and I will add unto their losses 20,000 crowns, another dowry to another daughter, for she is changed as she never been.
Nay, I will show more sign of her obedience, her new-built virtue and obedience. See where she comes, bringing your forward wives as prisoners to her womanly persuasion. Catherine, that cap of yours becomes you not. Off that thought, throw it underfoot.
Lord, let me never have such a silly cause to sigh.
Fie, what foolish duty call you this?
The wisdom of your duty, fair Bianca, hath cost me 100 crowns since supper time.
The more fool you for laying on my duty. Catherine, I charge thee. Tell these headstrong women what duty they do owe their lords and husbands.
Come, come, you're mocking. We'll have no telling.
Come on, I say, and first begin with her.
She shall not.
I say she shall, and first begin with her.
Fie, fie, unknit that threatening unkind brow, and dart not scornful glances from thine eyes to ruin thy lord. Thy king, thy governor. It plots thy beauteous cross to fight the meads, confounds thy fame as whirlwind Shakespeare buds, and in no sense is meet or amiable. A woman moved is like a fountain troubled, muddy, ill-seeming, thick, bereft of beauty, and none so dry or thirsty, will deign to sip or touch one drop of it. Thy husband is thy lord, thy life thy keeper, thy head thy sovereign, one that cares for thee and for thy maintenance, commits his body to painful labor, both by sea and land, and asks for no other tribute at thy hands but love, fair looks, and true obedience. Too little payment for so great a debt. Even so, a subject oweth to her prince. Even so, a woman oweth to her husband. And when she is froward, peevish, sullen, and sour, and not obedient to his honest will, what is she but a foul contending rebel and a graceless traitor to her loving lord?
Well, go thy ways, old lad, for thou shalt have.
'Tis a good hearing when children are toward,
But a harsh hearing when women are proud.
Come, Kate, we'll be to bed. We three are married, but you two are sped. 'Twas I won the wager, and you hit the light. But being a winner, God give you good night.
now go thy ways. Thou hast tamed a cursed shrew.
'Tis a wonder by your leave she will be tamed so.
You can see our girls worked very hard for that, and it really does show. You can see that even the interaction of the expressions in between the faces, how some love their husbands and some